Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the RSR Network as we patiently wait for the green flag to be dropped. The AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series takes us to the Sunshine State of Florida, Volusia Speedway Park. 50 laps on tap for tonight. Drivers are currently qualifying for the top starting spot in the race. Sit tight, we'll be right back with the starting grid.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back to the RSR Network. The drivers have commenced qualifying, so let's get you straight to the starting grid. Starting in first, row 1, Randy Arms with an 18.953. And starting next to him in second, Dalton Baldwin with an 18.966.
Starting in third spot tonight, we got Tim the Toolman Sandlin. On his outside, we got Spring Dog Mike Springer. Starting position number 5, we got Michael Tan. On his outside, we've got Stuart Joyce, and the number 22, the Flying Cheetah. Starting in position number 7, we have Thomas Conheady. On his outside, Chris the Ice Maker Ostrander in position number 8. Rounding out our last row, we've got Lance Carpenter on the inside with John Joyce, the boss man, on his outside. And cars are beginning to roll here from Volusia Speedway Park here in Barberville, Florida. Field tonight is led by the Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD Crew Cab Pace Truck. And of course, as always, I'm Will Roberts up in the booth with Kevin Trzynski.
Well, Will, we seen the first race here last week in the street stocks. Hopefully these drivers were gonna be able to get a better handle. Hopefully we'll see a lot of green flag runs. Smaller field than what we're accustomed to seeing, so maybe that will play out a little bit here and see some green flag racing.
I definitely think that it offers the possibility of doing so. There was a lot of beating and a lot of banging last week at Eldora, but I think the smaller field, as well as the series going to single file restarts with the dirt series, I think that's really gonna have a positive impact on the racing and on getting some green flag runs in.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely know. I know it's definitely possible. I've seen what back when dirt first came out, what kind of racing everyone here is capable of having.
And we're almost set to go green. That pace truck's going to make that hard left turn, and there he goes. Randy Arms. Green flag is in the air, and he takes it. Dalton Baldwin right behind him, looking to the inside, trying to make something happen real quick here going into turn 1.
Yeah, and Dalton got the charge down there off of turn 2, and see what he does in turn 3. He slides up a little bit, but it looks like he's going to clear him. He's going to clear him. Dalton Baldwin to the lead now.
So Randy has yet to lead a lap, so he hasn't been officially the leader, but he makes it the pass, taking it down the backstretch to turn 3, and Dalton rams Randy. We're going to have a caution here shortly.
Yeah, that was not a pretty one. That was, I mean, to me that looked like Dalton just drilled him in the rear.
We're gonna take a look on the replay here. Riding on board with Dalton on the roof cam, and you see he just taps him, and Randy hits that inside wall pretty well there. Let's see if we can get a driver interview here. Get with the man that had a little fender rub in there, actually bumper rubbing. I don't think your intention, Dalton, was to take him out there, but how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely pretty fast here. So yeah, definitely didn't mean to take him out. He slid up in front of me. It looked like he got a little more sideways than he wanted to, and that kind of slowed him up, and I just couldn't check up in time and turn him around. But I'm sure he'll get back up here, and we'll be racing with each other at the end.
Now the track states it's pretty got a lot of grip there. There's no cushion yet or any of that the rubber building in there in the track. You think the track is going to change a lot here throughout the race?
Yeah, if we get some green flag laps, it definitely will. The inside lane is going to become a lot grippier, and track's probably going to slow down. We'll see what happens.
All right, well, we go single file on the restarts here now. Thanks, Dalton, for joining us. That was Dalton Baldwin, everybody, the driver of the number 4 Children's Dream Racer Chevy Camaro.
And the pace truck has got its lights out, and we're fixing to go back green flag here. Dalton's going to lead him down. And he's hard on the gas. He's away. Green flag's back in the air. Tim Sandlin's the man on charge right now. He's, as I say that, he gets a little loose off turn 2. But he's right there. He's still trying to make that move on Dalton.
Yeah, I think the single file restarts here has really helped with us far. The drivers are more spread out here and there's not a lot of contact, so it's going to take a while for these drivers to catch up with each other, making sure not making any mistakes, trying to make some passes here. As Dalton Baldwin's still in the lead, he has a half a second lead over the second place of Tim Sandlin. And right behind him in third is Stuart Joyce, that 22 Flying Cheetah machine, sliding it in there in turn 3, making some time up for that second place position on Tim Sandlin. But Randy Arms, man on the move, he is back up to 4th. I don't think he went down pit road to get a fast repair, so don't know if he made some moves there, but he's trying every bit of ounce of race car he can get that car back up to the front.
Yeah, just taking note, John Joyce has come down pit lane. Looks like he's got some damage on that old rust bucket of his.
As Stuart Joyce making the pass on Tim Sandlin for second place. Stuart Joyce in that Flying Cheetah, he's flying up to the front position there, catching Dalton.
Yeah, as it looked like Tim Sandlin just jumped the cushion there off of there through 3 and 4 last time by.
But Randy Arms trying to make a pass on Tim Sandlin here, getting close to him.
Yeah, and Tim's going to slide job on up in front of him, but that's not going to deter Randy. He's going to try and make the move work down low. And it looks like he is making that move work down low. He's going to get up in front of Tim Sandlin, and he's going to try and start making a move on Stuart Joyce, who gets really loose off 4 and put Randy Arms right back up into second spot.
So we have some lap traffic up in front of them. It's like the 66 of John Joyce, you mentioned he had pitted, came down and got some damage, and oh, the Joyces get together and Tim Sandlin involved. We have a caution there. Oh, more wrecking. Tim Sandlin, I'm sorry, that's Mike Springer and Big Michael Tant. We're going to go back on the replay here. So we're on Tim Sandlin here. We'll ride on board with him. See the contacts that come up here with the 22 and 66, and nowhere for Tim Sandlin to go. And you see the two cars, Mike Springer and Big Mike Tant, getting together. Not a lot of damage done there, but Tim Sandlin, he has a lot of damage in front of his race car.
Yeah, old number 9's looking a little worse for wear right now, but he's still on up there in second spot, so.
Very interesting move here. Randy Arms comes down pit road to get his car repaired, gets a brand new car, but Tim Sandlin, it looks like he is still have a heavy damaged car there. So Randy knew something was up, needed to come down and get some of that damage fixed, and I don't know, Tim probably should take a page out of Randy's playbook there and come down pit road and get some of that damage fixed, because who knows, you might blow up, get that car real hot, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out here for Tim Sandlin.
Well, I don't know if that's really going to happen so much here on dirt, because I mean, these guys, it is throttled down for most of the lap here tonight, but at the same time, you're still, I mean, we've only got 33 laps to go, 34 laps to go, so I don't think you're really going to blow up in that time frame.
The lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to ride on the gearbox of Dalton Baldwin on this restart here. Looking back on the field. Dalton Baldwin's off, green flags in the air. See the cars all over the track right now. A lot of real estate, but there's some bumping and rubbing behind there in that red car. I think that's the 32 of Mike Springer, as Dalton gets into the wall a little bit there. That 32 Mike Springer trying to make his way up to the front, but Tim Sandlin still hanging in there in third position. Stuart Joyce made a pass on Tim because I believe Tim started second on that restart. We're going to go back to the 8 of Randy Arms trying to make a pass here on Mike Springer. That good run service Chevrolet Camaro. Got lots of horsepower.
Yeah, it really looks like Randy's, I wouldn't say being held up, but he's, he definitely doesn't have the line that he wants to get around Springer, because Randy's running that inside line. He's right in the middle of the battle. Oh, we got contact.
And you see Randy turn the 32, the 32 of Michael Richard Springer. So we'll go on board here on the replay with Randy Arms. Coming across the start-finish line here, going into turn 1. Randy drives in there deep, and Mike doesn't have the speed that can't match what Randy is going. And around the 32 went that Rambo Warriors machine. See if we can get a driver interview here. Stuart Joyce, this is KT up in the booth. You got a copy?
Copy ya. What's up, buddy?
Hey man, you met a famous NASCAR driver the other day. Talk about that experience.
It was pretty cool. I was at a charity event, and there weren't a whole lot of people, so it was a pretty intimate setting, and I was just talking to Tony about racing and so forth, and I got the bright idea to see if I could get a little voice clip, a little video clip for the league, so that we could put on our website and do a little promotion with. And Tony was gracious enough to help me out with that. So you've seen the results.
Yeah, we saw that video at the start of this race, at the start of the broadcast. But the lights on the pace car are off, so it means we are one to go here. Do we expect to see that flying cheetah 22 machine up there in the front?
I don't know. Dalton's not been making any mistakes. I've been driving a pretty nice line here. On the low side, he's been going a little higher, and I don't know. He messes up, I'm gonna jump on his butt.
All right, Stuart. Good luck. We're gonna send you back down. And pace truck makes the hard left down in pit road. Dalton Baldwin is off. Green flag's in the air. Stuart Joyce does not get a restart he wants there. You see the big jump that Dalton Baldwin got. But Tim Sandlin, oh, Stuart into the wall. Comes back down, bounces off, gets into Randy, but no caution. Stuart's having all sorts of problems. It looks like the toe on that car is out as he continues to hit the wall. Thomas Conaheady into the wall as well there.
Yeah, it looked like Stuart just bobbled on that restart, and it just threw his momentum all out of whack, and he just never recovered, and now he's sitting way on back in the pack.
See Randy Arms trying to make his way back up to the front yet once again. Trying to make a pass on Tim Sandlin. Here going down the back stretch. Randy Arms to the inside. He's going to take it into turn 4 down the front stretch. The race is off to catch that lead spot.
Yeah, Dalton really has kind of been almost running away with this one so far. It's been the Dalton and Dalton show.
Yeah, and right there you just saw a pass Mike Springer made on Tim Sandlin. Tim Sandlin is headed the wrong way here. Looks like he needed to take that page off of Randy's playbook I was talking about earlier. Looks like the damage on his car is really affecting him, but oh no! Mike Springer gets a little high there and off into the cushion, into the wall, and Tim Sandlin makes the pass back on him, but we have a caution.
Yeah, a little further back in the pack, it looks like Michael Tant, Chris Ostrander, and Stuart Joyce have gotten together.
See, we're going to check the replay here in just a moment. See, Chris Ostrander getting a little loose there. We're going to get back up on the replay a little more. Oh, he gets really off there into the turn. See, he gets some wall riding there on the guardrail. Comes down, clips Thomas Conheady, but Michael Tan had nowhere to go, and here comes Stewart, and he tries to get around it, but he hit the tire barrier there, so he's got some more damage to that car. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but just the way how that happened, it was pretty damn funny. See Thomas Conheady, the recipient of the free pass here. He is back on the lead lap. See, we'll go through the field here. See, Dalton Baldwin still in first place, has led every single lap thus far. Got Randy Arms creeping right behind him in second place. Tim Sandlin finds himself still in third place there, followed by Mike Springer, that 32 machine. Michael Tant is somewhere around, and he is in the top 5, rounding out your top 5. And the last car on the lead lap is Thomas Conheady. Chris Ostrander is a lap down, followed by Stuart Joyce in 8th. But we're going to get back up to the front of this field here. Lights on the pace truck are off. Dalton's getting set for the restart here. He is off to the races.
And a pretty good restart out of Randy Arms that time. Possibly the best we've seen out of anybody tonight in that second spot. It's been a really tricky spot to restart in that second spot.
It really has. You know, the leader has all the advantage there, and you know, once that happens, everyone's starting from behind.
Yeah, I mean, it really is leader's advantage on that, no doubt. But keeping him honest up there in third spot, Mike Springer, he's coming, and he's trying to come hard as we're now inside of 15 laps to go. It's going to be 13 to go specifically at the line. This one's pretty quick one tonight, I gotta say.
Yeah, you know, I was just talking, you know, at the start of the race, you know, the single file restarts might help out with the quality green flag racing that we are enjoying here tonight. You see Randy Arms trying everything he can. Currently 0.85 seconds behind the leader, Dalton Baldwin. As Dalton gets a little loose there, has to get out of the gas. Randy gains some time there.
Yeah, and it's quite a ways. Well, you got these two up front, and then we got Mike Springer a couple seconds back, and then behind them, it's a solid 3.5 second gap back to fourth spot. These three are really just running away with it tonight.
Yeah, you're right about that, Will. Is Randy Arms, he's squeaking his way up to Dalton Baldwin. I'm pretty sure he's looking in his rearview mirror right now. Dalton Baldwin, he sees that 8 car creeping up on him as we are 10 laps to go, coming on 9 here.
Yeah, it's taking a look through the laps. Dalton's been able to squeak through a little faster, and even last time by was just a little bit faster than Randy, but overall, these two are pretty close right now. And that time by it was Randy that was faster at the line, but overall these two are neck and neck. There is no separating them. As we're now down to, it's going to be 7 to go at the line this time around.
See, Randy is trying to use the inside part of the track there trying to find grip anywhere he can to gain any time on Dalton. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to find something, and he's gonna have to find it quick because coming up now, 6 to go at the line, and I mean these two are just so dead even that there really isn't much. He's got to find something. He's got to find it quick because he's running out of time. Simple as that.
Yeah, it looks like Randy's trying a little bit too hard here as Dalton is a little bit quicker here on that last lap. And see what he's going to have here. He's just 0.3 faster, but we have a caution.
Oh, and that's really gonna upset the balance of this race because that's gonna leave us now. We're gonna have maybe about 2 laps to go.
See, Thomas Conheady gets a little loose there, collects Michael Tant, and that was the cause of your caution.
The other thing we're gonna have to keep in mind is Mike Springer that's gonna throw him back into the loop now. He's still running third, and on these short runs he seems to have speed, but not once we get really going. That's his only issue, I think, tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna play out here. You know, there is a lap car there. Michael Tant, Stuart Joyce gets the lucky dog, but he has that 50 car in front of him as it stands. With how it's set up, I don't know if lap cars are sent to the rear.
I believe when we are inside of 10 laps to go, the lap cars are sent to the rear, so I think Michael Tant will get sent to the rear, but I'm not. Obviously, I can't confirm that.
Because I believe we're going to get the signal of 1 to go when the pace truck passes the start-finish line. Unless if he's going to come down pit road, and looks like he does, so smart move by him. What a gentleman, big Michael Tant.
And it looks like you are correct. The lights are off on the Chevy Silverado pace truck, and we're going to have, it looks like, a 1-lap shootout. So we'll see. Dalton Baldwin so far has led every lap of this race. We're going to see if he's going to be able to do that once again. I think this is our second week in a row now we've had a 1-lap shootout. So we already know things can get pretty crazy.
Who knows what's going to happen here. I'm excited. See some bunching up there. Green flag's in the air. White flag. Simultaneously as Dalton Baldwin in turn 1 gets a great start here on Randy Arms.
Randy Arms. Off too, though.
Oh, it's going to be a nail biter. Dalton Baldwin. Randy Arms to the inside. No, he's not going to take it. Dalton Baldwin is your winner here at Volusia Speedway Park. The AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series.
Flag to flag. What a race out of Dalton Baldwin. He had to be honest there at the end, but I mean, he did what he had to do. Your final margin of victory, 245 thousandths of a second.
Go through your results here. Winning this race in first, Dalton Baldwin, and right behind him in second, Randy Arms. In third place, we got Thomas Conheady, followed by fourth, Mike Springer. Thomas made a late move pass there on Mike Springer. Finishing in fifth, Stuart Joyce, and in sixth, Tim Sandlin finds himself way back there in sixth. Seventh, we got Michael Tant. Eighth, Chris Ostrander. Ninth, Lance Carpenter. And in 10th, rounding out your field, is your big boss man, John Joyce. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back with some driver interviews. Welcome back to the RSR Network, the AMS Octane Race Products Dirt Series here at Volusia Speedway Park. We have your third place finisher, Thomas Conheady. Tell me how your race went.
I didn't think it was going very well. I'm just happy to get out of there with a third place finish. Running rough early, couple flats, and able to dig out of the hole.
Now, we saw that you were involved in a couple incidences there. One in particular was the one where you got into Michael Tant. Didn't expect you to finish third, but with that, you seem pretty happy with your third place finish.
I'll take it. It should move me up in the standings here a little bit after when we got 3-4 races in. So, I'm happy with it. I'll take third. I didn't think I was going to do that well here tonight.
Well, like I said, nice job on that third place finish. Now, before we send you off tonight, is there anyone you would like to thank?
Nah, we're good. I got to apologize to Lance Carpenter, though. I think I got into him early, spun him into his race, so my apologies out to him.
All right, you hear it from the man, Thomas Conheady. We'll see you next week. Thanks, buddy.
See you, Kevin.
That was Thomas Conheady, everybody. See if we can get your second place finisher up in here, Randy Arms, finishing in second. I believe you're still in the points lead. How do you feel?
Well, considering how my race went the first half, I'm all right with a second place. Just wish we could have, had a track where we could have, been able to get up with Dalton and actually run side by side with him.
Now, we saw you come back from the front. You were involved in that wreck there in the beginning of the race. Dalton got into you. He said it wasn't intentional. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I let off the gas to try to stay on the bottom, so he couldn't get under me, and I just don't think he was expecting it. So yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at him or anything, but definitely made my race pretty interesting from there on out.
Now, we noticed that when you got into the wall there, you didn't come down pit road initially to get the damage fixed via fast repair. Did that damage affect the handling of the car?
I actually think that the car drove better after that, but the car got up to 270 degrees on the water temp that run after that. So
very interesting information there.
Yeah, so I figured I wasn't sure how hot it could get before we had issues, so I figured I would pit the next chance I had to prevent that from happening the rest of the race.
Well, you finished off the race in second. Before we send you off, is there anyone you would like to thank tonight?
Yeah, just thank the league for putting on these races, Octane Race Product for being the sponsor, and thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast.
All right, thanks, Randy. Congrats on your second place finish.
Thank you.
Randy Arms, everybody. I'll see if we can get your winner of the race of the Volusia 50, Dalton Baldwin, leading every single lap. How do you feel?
I feel great.
There was really nothing much to talk about other than you really haven't faced much competition throughout the whole race besides the initial incident you had with Randy. He was trying to make that pass on you but couldn't quite get it on that restart there. Only one lap, but talk about the race a little bit.
It was a great race. It was one of the first race we tried single file restarts, and that seemed to help us get a lot of green flag runs in. So that was really nice. So we'll probably keep doing that going forward. Randy got back to second, I thought, he'd probably get up there and challenge me a little bit more, but it seemed like we were just the same pace the whole time. So, once we got that initial gap on the start, he just couldn't reel me back in. So it was all in all a really, really good race, really fun race. I think everyone had a good time. Everyone did a good job. So that's what we like to do, is have fun. And tonight was definitely probably our best dirt race of the season. So hopefully they'll keep getting better going forward.
Well, you talk about fun. Dirt has been certainly fun here, and sometimes frustrating throughout the start of the season. Looks like it's right now currently getting onto that right page here of the quality of racing. I agree with that, Dalton, about the single file restarts. The cars really got some gap to it. When you throw in cars there that when you're double file, it creates a lot of havoc. And yeah, I completely agree with you on that, on the single file restarts. But finished first. You've won a couple of these races. I believe you won last week and the week before. So this is 3 in a row.
No, I think this is 2.
2 in a row.
Maybe it is 3.
Well, whatever it is, it
just
seems
2.
like you've gotten the handle of dirt thus far. Talk about your journey through the dirt racing and the challenges, and how is it different from asphalt and to what we raced on here tonight, dirt.
It was kind of a little bit difficult for me at the start, and definitely every time I go to a different car or to a different track that I haven't really ran on a whole lot, it takes a lot longer to get it than the asphalt stuff does. Just because picking the right line in each car, and when you want to pitch it into the turn, and how sideways you want to get it, and all that stuff comes into play. With the asphalt, you're really just kind of choosing your entrance, maybe your braking point, your lifting points, and where you want to make your apex. There's a lot more decisions that have to be made to get the right turn every time and get the fastest laps. So it's definitely been tough, and obviously Randy, he races dirt outside of iRacing, so it was really easy for him to get it really quick, and took the rest of us a little bit longer, probably because we don't have that experience. And but definitely nice. I feel like I've gotten a hang of it. I kind of know what I'm doing now, and hopefully I can do that at the other tracks that I don't have a whole lot of experience at, and keep competing with Randy, because it seems like every week, he's one of the fastest. He's one of the top 2 there. So to be, up there with him is definitely an accomplishment, and we'll see what happens going in the future.
Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. And before we send you off, is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Children's Dream Racer. They're an awesome charity. Do a lot of awesome things for sick kids in children's hospitals. And thank BG Products, Advanced Auto Parts, Snap-on Tools for all their support. And, thank the league and the drivers for putting on a good, fun race and being professional. And you guys for putting on a great broadcast for us.
Well, thank you, Dalton. That's going to wrap up our broadcast here tonight at Volusia Speedway Park. I'm Kevin Trzynski, and Will Roberts alongside with me. We'll see you next week here, same place, same time on the RSR Network. Good night, everybody.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.